Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, welcome, guys. Welcome to Malman Explore the Truth. How are you doing this morning? I know it's early, right? I thought I'd come on and do a quick little live show. I was gonna do it for later this afternoon, which is possible, but I'm gonna go ahead and just wing it and see where we go from here and test all my stuff to make sure everything's working like it should. Trying to get rid of some of that echo. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but we're going to change some stuff here. Hold on a second, guys. We'll turn that off. We're going to turn this on. Okay. Okay, looks like that cleared that up a little bit. All right. All right, so play around a little bit with it. Let's see. I'm going to make sure you guys might hear my voice in the background, so it's a little dark in here, huh? Give it a little bit of light. Okay. Okay, looks like that cleared that up a little bit. All right. Awesome. It looks like it's working great. So I'm going to give it some light here. Give it a minute. Have some coffee. All right, guys. So what's to come on Mountain Man Explore the Truth here, huh? All right. We're just going to give it a little bit of a light up in the room here. Anyhow, I plan to do more live shows. I'm going to try to get some guests to come on to do the show. The biggest thing I can ask you guys to do for me right now is share the channel. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell and comment. And for Spotify, please, on other platforms, audio, for audio, be sure to hit the follow button and rate it. It really helps the show get up in the charts so I can get some more guests on the show for you. So I'm pretty excited for the new year, guys, because that's what is my New Year Eve live is about. I am going to be focusing on the podcast a lot more this year, this new year, and getting some great guests on the show for you too as well. I'm going to reach out to some other podcasters too to bring them on because I like to hear what they got to say. And I also am going to pick some bones with some researchers out there. You know, I love researchers. I love bringing them on my show. But there's a big majority of them that are going about it the wrong way. But that's what I'm going to leave it at that. So I think what we're going to do today, this morning, is check out some videos and we'll go from there. So 1 second, guys. Let's see here. All right. Let me make sure my voice is picking up. But that's what I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, cool. You might have heard my voice double for a minute. I was checking YouTube. So I'm confident enough now I can just go ahead and go to search. Some Bigfoot researchers, huh? We're going to check out some Bigfoot research videos, guys, because I'm just want to go through a little bit and see what you guys think. Okay. Let me see what this one is before I play any sound. All right, hold on a sec, guys. This is going to be from Squatch Watchers, guys. So let's go ahead and pause it for a minute. Let's see what you guys think about that. One moment. Here we go. Reaction. And then we just go ahead and go here. And let's check it out. Oh. Pause it real quick. This is coming from Squatch Watchers channel. I want to make sure I point that out before I play videos off other people's. You can check out his channel as well. Oops, I apologize. Redo that. Try to use the arrow to point it out. I think he's trying to point out this area.
Did you see a Bigfoot? Let us know in the comments.
I'm gonna say no. I didn't really see anything. It seemed like looked like it could have been a Bigfoot in that picture, but I don't know, guys. Let's go back and check that one more time. Maybe that right there. Right here. I don't know. Almost looks like just a dark debris area. But it does have an odd shape. But then you look down here, odd shapes. So that's another thing to talk about, guys, when it comes to, you know, getting videos or pictures. You could be getting that pareidolia effect, or you can get, you know, shapes and stuff like that, shadows that kind of look like it could be a creature. I mean, if you look right here, that looks like a face, right? See, there's eyes, mouth, nose. Is that a Bigfoot? I don't know, because you can make out a lot of faces in here, and that's what we would call pareidolia effect. I mean, look at that. Looks like a mouth, eyes, a nose. And, you know, it's just, when you see that stuff, you think demons, but it's just pareidolia effect. You can see it in clouds and stuff like that. Is there a Bigfoot in here? I'm going to say I don't know. I don't think so. Let's move on to another one. Check out. AI at its best. So, and that's coming from Jason Dungeon's channel. All right, let's check this out. This one's Almost Real TV at Almost Real TV 256. Another person's channel. Let's check it out. I'm gonna say AI. Another AI. Dude. Okay, let's back off a little bit here. I'm gonna try to see what else I can find for you guys. 1 second. So yeah, I don't know. All right, let's see here. I don't think I got anybody in the chat room, which is fine. Yeah. Have a little fun with that, right? I'm gonna see what else I can find for you guys. Hold on. All right, so what's your guys' thought on that, you know, when it comes to researchers and you know, legitimate ones, and then we got the hoaxer ones. What do you think, guys? We're gonna check out some Bigfoot hoaxer people, you know, that they claim are hoaxers, and then we'll go from there. Let's see here. Who's this? This one's kind of interesting. Was this a hoax, or was it really happening? You know, this is a good one to talk about, the ape cannon. Let's go with it. And it's going to be coming from Native Legends and History Stories channel. So let me get it ready for you guys. Looks like there's an ad, so hold on a minute. Okay. Okay. Oop. All right. So this is coming from Native Legends and History Stories. The ape cannon Bigfoot hoax, what really happened? So this is where they're trying to figure out if it was a hoax or not, I think. Let's check it out.
Can shatter 5 hardened prospectors and send them fleeing for their lives, leaving their fortunes behind in the dirt. In
We'll just
1924, on a remote flank of Mount St.
we'll only play a little bit of it.
Helens, 5 men claimed they fought a 5-hour battle against a troop of mountain devils. They fired their rifles until the barrels were hot. They barricaded their door as it was being smashed from its hinges. They swore they were attacked. The most tantalizing clue in this mystery is a piece of misdirection the FBI never investigated. And this is technically true, but it's a statement that hides a more complex and far more telling historical reality. Expecting the Bureau of Investigation to chase ape men in 1924 is a profound anachronism. J. Edgar Hoover's new agency was hunting organized crime bank robbers and spies. Their jurisdiction, their reality, did not include monsters. This was not a cover-up. It was a complete disconnect of worlds. But an investigation did happen. It was carried out by the only authority that mattered in that wilderness, the U.S. Forest Service. And as this report will analyze in detail, it is the findings of that investigation and its glaring central contradiction that form the true mystery. The FBI's absence is a distraction. The Forest Service's report is the puzzle itself. Our story begins in July 1924 in a remote canyon on the southeast slope of Mount St. Helens. The mountain itself was a sleeping giant, a place of immense silence and isolation. Our central figures were not rookies. They were a group of 5 gold miners: Fred Beck, Gabe Lefevre, John Peterson, Marion Smith, and his son Roy Smith. Reports from the time describe them as grizzled, seasoned prospectors and woodsmen. These were men who had spent years working this very area. They understood the language of the forest, the snap of a twig, the call of a bird. They were not men who scared easily. But to understand what happened, we must first understand how they saw the world.
Finally gonna be rich.
This is a crucial, often ignored
I'm gonna pause it for a minute, guys. I gotta make sure everything's working right.
They were not men who scared
Okay.
easily. But to understand what happened, we must first understand how they saw the world.
Finally gonna.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to make sure it was recording because my side was trying to say it wasn't. So we look good there. I need to.
Piece of psychological evidence. They were working a claim they called the Vander White Mine. The name is a clue. As something other. Skeptics in 1924 seized on this immediately to discredit them. The siege did not begin without warning. The mountain itself seemed to be building pressure. For a week, the miners were stalked by sounds. Strange, high-pitched whistling that echoed between the canyon walls, and at night something more terrifying, a repetitive thumping. A sound Beck later described like someone beating their own chest. Then came the physical evidence, gigantic human-like footprints. Reports from the time vary, but they measured.
So I think most of you have heard this story, right? The Ape Canyon Bigfoot. There's been a lot of people that went back there and checked it out, and they think it really did happen because they found evidence of the cabin where it was, where they said it was, and they think they found the cave where they were getting the gold from, but it's collapsed inside, I think is what happened. But were they attacked by a bunch of Bigfoots? I believe so because they shot at one of them, right? So they shot at one of them and took it down, and it fell over the cliff, and I think it ticked off the whole family group, and they came in and attacked the cabin. So, and they were kind of hesitating how they wanted to tell their experience up there. That's why I thought it was definitely believable, guys. So, let's go ahead and go towards the end of this. Let's go to the part where they're being attacked. Hold on.
I probably shouldn't say this in public, but what I'm about to reveal.
Okay, I'm gonna mute that for a minute. Here we go.
Gunfire urged the others to save their ammunition. He understood this wasn't a skirmish. It was a siege. He knew they would need bullets for the final inevitable breach. The battle then escalated to a point of nightmarish personal violation. A giant hairy arm, black in the darkness, suddenly thrust through a gap where the chinking had fallen. It was inside. It groped, and its hand seized an axe leaning against the wall. This was not a mindless beast. It was a creature using a tool. Fred Beck recovered, and back on his feet saw it and lunged. He grabbed the axe. For one surreal, horrific moment, a human and a non-human were locked in a tug-of-war for the blade. In that split second, Marion Smith fired his rifle at the arm. A deafening blast inside the cabin. The arm recoiled, dropped the axe, and vanished. But the retreat was tactical. Almost immediately, the assault shifted. A new, terrifying sound, a creature using its full body weight, was ramming the door. The wood splintered and bowed inward. This was the breach, Roy Smith. Gabe Lefevre and John Peterson.
See, some people would ask too, with the cap and with the door and all that. They were saying, why didn't the thing plow through it if they're so powerful, And the thing is, the way they built the cabins back then, they were tough, man. Especially the doors. They just built them nice and thick and tough, so it probably made it more challenging for this thing to come in. And I bet they had a cross arm board to lock it in. So, but they did say things were cracking and they're punching holes through and their hands were reaching through. So that's definitely an interesting one right there.
And threw their combined weight against it. They grabbed loose boards from their bunks, wedging them against the frame. It was a last, desperate stand, 3 men using their own bodies as the final barricade, fighting to keep the outside out. The siege lasted 5 agonizing hours. It only ceased at daylight. As the first weak gray light filtered through the trees, the howls, the pounding, and the rain of stones finally stopped. The silence that fell was as profound and terrifying as the noise had been. Trembling, the 5 men cautiously unbarricaded the door and stepped out into the gray dawn.
So basically, that was the end of their encounter with these things. I cut a lot of it because I'm trying not to play the full videos on here, guys. I know some of you might like that, but let's not do that today. So basically, if you want to see the whole backstory on the Ape Cannon, Bigfoot, you can find it on other YouTube channels, of course. But you can go to Native Legend and History Stories. You can go check them out, and they have it on there. So you can see it right here. See, that's something I'm doing too. I'm not gonna. Well, it's another thing I'm trying to do is help promote and share people. Well, you got to share their channel name so you can play their videos. But I definitely think a handpick of these you should check out. When I see somebody has that many subscribers, they obviously doing a good job. So I go check them out. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go back to my channel room here, solo here. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think there was something going on there? Hold on a second. Oh, you little bastard. Okay. Trying to get my chat room up. I'm not sure if anybody's here. I can't see anything. Man, I don't know why he's doing that. I can see somebody saying something in there, but I cannot. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on, bear with me. There we go. There we go. Why is it doing that? That should have been already set up. I apologize, guys. One second, guys. So what do you think about that? Do you think that was a legitimate so annoying when you got to re-sign in that. That's bullshit. Okay. All right, so my chat room is not working, so I can't really see what you guys are saying. I'll try to fix that later. What I'm going to do, though, is go to the YouTube channel. and I'm gonna open up my main YouTube channel so I can actually see the video and chat with you guys too. Don't think I'm ignoring you either. I mean, I will not see the chat later completely. Hold on a second. Gotta mute that. I don't know why they always gotta verify things. I don't know why. Some safety features, I guess. Yeah, so it's asking me to verify some things on here. Or just the chat. That's one thing I can't stand with these little Google things. When you're not been in it for a few hours, it wants you to redo stuff. That's something I need to work on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What did I miss here? Oh. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, you son of a gun. Alright. Let's go ahead and go with... Should have had this all set up before I started. I apologize, guys. Then I can go in there and see what you guys are trying to say to me. Gosh. You gotta love it when they're trying to mess with my stuff here. Alright. Now I'm in. Local Sasquatch, and I see Bigfoot Truth. Screw the AI, but it's good to do the breakdown showing the fake faces and random pictures of the woods. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Bigfoot Truth there. That's why I want to do some, that's the biggest problem we're going to have is AI. AI is going to be the biggest issue. It's a benefit for researchers because they can hoax you some more. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's one thing that's going to be a pain in the butt. Like, Local Sasquatch also says AI is retarded the internet. AI is retarding humanity. Yeah, it is. But this is the thing though with AI, we can always debunk it, you know, because you can tell it's AI because there's something that's wrong with the picture. I want to show something. What you guys think of Todd Standing? I think he's had some legitimate stuff, but I still question the. Okay, one second. Somebody's messaging me here, guys. I apologize being interrupted here. Yes, it was me. Goodness sakes. So Todd Standing, you know, all his pictures here. I'm trying to go and check out. We'll go ahead and check out one of his pictures here.
You can.
Okay. So this is Survivor Man, Les Stroud. You know what? No, I'm not going to go there, guys. I'm not going to even bother going to their channels. I'll just talk about it. Anyways, Todd Standing's findings, you know, the picture that he shows that everyone sees that it looks like a Bigfoot around the face, you know, I mean, the looks kind of like Patty in a way, but it's not Patty. And you could tell it's CGI. I mean, how can you not? You could see the CGI effect into it, you know. I mean, I know a CGI gamer, you know, he plain and simple said that's CGI. And then the other ones that kind of have like a weird face, he also said that's a great makeup artist that did that because he said compare the Grinch. He used the Grinch for example. The Grinch, you see how the makeup artist did that and made his face look move and realistic. An artist can make those faces what we saw. So was Todd Standing hoaxing people? I'm going to say 50-50. I think he's actually gotten some evidence and he's actually probably got some footage, but he couldn't get no more. So maybe he started hoaxing all the rest of the stuff. That's my opinion on Todd Standing. You know, I think he's had some legitimate stuff, but then he started hoaxing. So I don't know. That's my opinion on that, guys. You let me know what you think. Um, if you're still here. Anyhow, on other researchers too, there's a lot of copycats out there too. I noticed there's a lot of people trying to copy. Let's see here. No, we won't go there today. We'll do an live show on researchers. I'm just not ready for it yet because I need to get some names up. Let's see here. I'm gonna look into some other ones. All right. Let's check out the you know what? I am going to go ahead and go for it. 1 second, guys. This is coming from Discovering Bigfoot. It's a channel here. It looks like a small time channel. We're going to go back to some videos if we think it's CGI or not. You know what I mean? So bear with me, guys. I got to pause it. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what happened to my live chat stuff, dude. Hopefully I can get it back up later. Probably fix that later. All right, hold on 1 second. Let's check out this one, guys.
It would have never been proven as Bigfoot. Here's one of the photographs. This looks like an artist's drawing, but it's not. It's actually a photograph. I just had to crank up the contrast and brightness and saturation so you could have a good look and see his eyes and his nose and his fur. And if it was all that I got, it would have never been proven as Bigfoot. Here's one of the photographs. This looks like an artist's drawing, but it's not. It's actually a photograph. I just had to crank up the contrast and brightness and saturation so you could have a good look and see his eyes and his nose and his fur. And if it was all that I got, it would have never been proven as Bigfoot.
It's the reason I keep letting that repeat, because pay attention to the detail of the face. I mean, look right here. And look at all these. Pay attention to the mouth and the eyes.
Here's one of the photographs. This looks like an artist's drawing, but it's not. It's actually a photograph. I just had to crank up the contrast and brightness.
And you see this right here? See how they try to make the face like an even round, and then it's supposed to be the body of the head. CGI, my friends. That's CGI, because this wouldn't be doing that. I mean, kind of looks like a tree behind it, huh? Let's play that again.
And saturation so you could have a good look and see his eyes and his nose and his fur. And if it was all that I got, it would have never been proven as Bigfoot. Here's one of the photographs.
Yeah, see, something not adding up here. You look at this. This doesn't look right. This part. You just gotta look into the video more, and you could tell somebody moved this out. This is where a buddy of mine was telling me about the CGI effect. He said, you see this part? And he showed me, for example, I wish I had that other example. You take it and you drag it down to make the eye a little baggy, and drag it down, make it baggy. And you just do a lot of sketching there. He was doing stuff like this, for example, to show on another person's face, and created whatever he wanted to create. And you can see how this doesn't line up right. The nose doesn't look right. Everything about it doesn't look right. I don't think this is what Bigfoot looks like, in my opinion. I'm not trying to call out Todd Standing, but I'm going to tell you right now that this is not legit, in my opinion. Maybe to you, I don't know. I'm not trying to put a thorn in your side, but like I said, this has come from Discovering Bigfoot channel. I'm not trying to bash on him if he or she believes in this, but I don't buy this one bit.
This looks like an artist's drawing, but it's not. It's actually a photograph. I just had to crank up the contrast and brightness and saturation.
I don't know. Look at that. It just looks like somebody created this, to be honest. I don't understand it. I mean, the mouth don't look right. really trying to pay attention. I wish I can zoom in more because what he showed me, he said everything tells him CGI. That's his opinion, and I had to agree with him. So let me know what you think, guys. Do you think it was CGI, or do you think this is a legitimate Bigfoot face? I want to believe. When I first saw Todd Stanton's documentary come out and watch us, I was excited about it. I thought for sure he had some legitimate Bigfoots on there. They look, promising and real. But I don't know, man. There was a lot of red flags. Let's move down.
Okay, now look.
And this one's coming from Squatch Watchers again. Let's see what this is.
Look, 420. 405. So if this thing come down here and something throw the rock and it run right, look, see it?
Yeah.
See it?
Oh, wow.
See it? See there?
throwing a rock
Yeah.
at the skunk.
That's what we talked about last.
Okay, now look, 420. 405. So if this thing come down here and something throw the rock and it run right, look, see it?
Yeah.
See it?
Oh, wow.
See it? See there?
throwing a rock
Yeah.
at the skunk.
That's what we talked about last.
Okay, now.
So that's not enough for me to say Bigfoot because I don't see nothing. Am I missing something, guys? Let me know. And this one's coming from Monster Myth at Monster Myth channel.
Where'd it go? Oh, there. Look at that. What the heck is that? Where'd it go? Oh, there. Look at that. What the heck is that?
That I'm gonna say fake. The only reason I say it's fake because it's just the way the person's talking and reacting and drop the camera down. I mean, and it ends there. If I'm wrong, send me the whole video if anybody knows about this one because this one I'm gonna say fake. And this one's coming from Bigfoot. Bigfoot's testimony. There's a lot of people doing some channels on that, aren't they? Let's check it out. I don't know about this one, guys. It's just, you can't make out nothing here. It just kind of looks like somebody wearing a suit. I want to believe it's a Bigfoot. I'm a believer, but this isn't, I'm not buying this one, guys. Oh, what's this? I think this is something else totally.
If they didn't pick up that camera before they took these.
So this is at Survival Man Les Stroud's channel. He's got multiple channels. Which one is his for sure? I know he said there's a lot of copycats out there. Hopefully he gets them all. They shouldn't be messing with trying to take his name, and stuff like that and do a show. Because I don't know. I subscribe to one of his channel, and this one doesn't look like it's his. So it's probably somebody pretending to be Les. But I have a lot of respect for that Survivor Man, because if anybody was going to see a Bigfoot, it would have been him, and he's definitely had some strange things happen. So I love to have Survivor Man on the show. That'd be awesome to have Les Stroud on the show. I really enjoyed his adventures out in the woods. Not even dealing with Bigfoot. But let's see what happens here.
Apples. Yeah. There's no way they picked up that camera first. I think we did. I think we got Sasquatch footage on there. I don't know. I do.
See, that's one thing with Todd is it instantly Sasquatch. Sasquatch did that. Are you sure? Could have been somebody came in hoaxing you guys. So I don't know. It's something doesn't stick right with him. I don't know. It's just my opinion. If I'm wrong, I challenge Todd to come on my show and tell me his truth and back it up. I mean, he doesn't have to. I'm just a small time podcaster, YouTuber. But he's more than welcome to come on because I do enjoy some of the stuff he shares and brings on. Because, like I said, I don't think everything he has is faked, but I think a lot of stuff he has had was true. But then something, I think he went the wrong direction with it, in my opinion.
I feel it.
Now, I'm nervous. Todd is clearly excited. This is a man who's had to put up with a lot of controversy over the years, a lot of claims of hoaxing and fraud. And I've had a lot of people say, look, he's frauding you, he's hoaxing you. The hope, and I suppose Todd's dream, is that camera got shots before it fell over. Honestly, this is the most significant experience I've had because the plausibility of Todd going down there and doing that is pretty low, to be honest with you.
That's it.
Nirvana.
All right, 1 second, guys.
Viagra and Cialis.
Oh, forget those
If
channels.
they didn't pick up.
Apologize for that, guys. It's showing other channels that not supposed to be on there. Hold on a second. So, what's your thought on that, guys? I'd like to hear your opinion and your thoughts on Todd Standing and Survival Man on, their adventures out there. Do you think they had legitimate stuff? What's your opinion, guys? Whoops, sorry, guys. Let me mute that. I'm trying to go back to, because I can't see my chat room. So let's see if anybody's in there. Let's see. No, as of right now, I don't have anybody in there, it looks like, but that's okay. So I am going to probably get into some more things here in a minute. All right, what I'm going to do is go into some of my stuff. I'm going to share, since maybe some people haven't listened, we're going to go and listen to bits and pieces of some shows. I am going to show you guys some things that caught my attention. Let me see. Oh, Scott Carpenter's another good one, too. I liked watching his stuff for a long time. He's got a lot of copycats now. There's a lot of people trying to copy his work. They say, oh, I'm just based off his work. Well, no, you're trying to be him, come up with your own thing. Let's see here. That's what drives me nuts with people, especially researchers, I like researchers. It's just, can't stand the ones who are trying to hoax people and lie to you. And they'll even throw Jesus and God in there just to think to make you think they're believable, So be careful with that, guys. Be careful. So, let me see here. Trying to find that one. If I can get there, let me see. All right. So, here's a good one, All right, you're going to hear some.
Which is the direct exchange between, I say 10 because the shelter had been, which one of the professors at Allen Berry, exciting life, and able to go around the world and just check out so many things and do so many things. And
I apologize, guys. I'm trying to find a spot. Yeah, that's interesting.
You must tell somebody today that your grandma got through under your grandma.
All right, we won't play that one right now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go through some clips here later on and have them ready because I'm kind of just winging it today. I just want to come on and say hello to y'all. So, all right, guys. So that's that. I'm going to just end it here because I want to work on trying to get a guest on the show today, too. Maybe we'll do another live episode later this afternoon. I'm just trying to build that up. So, the biggest help you guys could do for me, though, is share the channel. And if you'd like to come on the show, message me and I'll bring you on. I'm hoping everybody has a great New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I hope you enjoy the time with your family and have fun tonight. I'm going to probably chillax with my family tonight, get ready for New Year's Eve, and I think we're going to have a good time. I think me and my wife are just going to sit back and watch Stranger Things tonight. That's a good show, man. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I really think there is something going on like that in real life. That'd be a whole nother episode to talk about. So, anyways, I appreciate most of you guys that came in here to check out the video right now or people that checking in the future. I want to say I appreciate you for coming in, just checking it out, and make it to the end. And I really appreciate your support. The biggest thing you could do is subscribe and share the show. And on Spotify, make sure you hit follow and rate the show. Let me know what you think of me doing these videos. You know, I'm going to get better at it with these reaction videos. I'm going to go on and check out videos with you guys. I think it'd be a lot more funner when I have a guest in here to do that. But I'm still learning. If you don't like it, let me know. I'll try something different. I just thought it'd be cool to try to looking through some videos, what you can debunk as AI and what's legit. And if you got some videos you want me to check out, just send it to me. You can send it to me in my email, mountainmanett@gmail.com. You can see it at the bottom of my video here. Or you can look for me on Facebook, look for Blake Botel, and you can message me and send it to me that way too. But yeah, be sure to come check me out, guys. I hope you enjoy the show, and I'm back for good, man. I can't wait to start dropping an episode. That's what I was waiting for, New Year, so we can start dropping some episodes for you guys. So I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to try to do another live maybe a little later this afternoon. See if I can come up with some other ideas and go from there. I want to build my live stuff up a little more for people to check out. So let me know what you thought. This was just a short video, making sure everything's working, trying to make sure everything's going good. So I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a great new year. And if you want to stop by again later today, come on in. So we're going to end it here. And here we go, guys. Oh, let me go ahead and just, before I play out my out, I'm going to be working on some other things to make this better. But anyways, if you'd like to come on the show, you can reach me through an email here on the bottom of the screen, Mountainman Explore the Truth. You know, you spell it mountainmanett@gmail.com, or you can look for me on Facebook. And if you want to share any of your experience or research, anything you want to share on the show, just hit me up. I'd love to have you on. And the best thing you can do is share this show. Thank you, guys. Until next time, let's explore the truth together. Take care, my friends.